Dr. Rupa.
The UK recognition of Palestine reality, a Gaza ceasefire under Labour, but still 70,000 Palestinians killed, now a figure accepted by Israel, 500 since the ceasefire, repeated forcible displacement, whole neighbourhoods gone. Is this genocide? Like Srebrenica and Rwanda. The ICJ will take years to determine, but the UN Commission of Inquiry and International Association of Genocide Scholars say yes. How does Joe Public decide? With NGOs, 37 of them, including Oxfam, effectively banned and international media excluded, external mechanisms that should help us assess are gone. So targeted measures are rendering it impossible to judge. The civilian/combatant line is blurred, given the women and children deaths, making the IDF claim that they always minimise casualties questionable. The very risk of genocide raises Britain's obligations under the 1948 Convention to prevent or risk complicity. And whilst we have allowed children to travel to the UK from Gaza for medical care and students in, we've also seen hospitals in Gaza and schools, churches, mosques, universities, refugee camps destroyed. This biblical devastation is man-made.
Will the Honourable Friend give way?
Yes, I will.
I thank the Honourable Friend for giving way. We're here to discuss genocide, but in Gaza, as she says, 20,000 children have been killed, 95% of hospitals destroyed, and food blocked to the point of famine. Does my Honourable Friend agree with me that this House of Commons, indeed the world, cannot sit by and let this happen?
I completely agree with my honourable friend, and I know that he worked for Save the Children before, which has also been deregistered. I mean, the shame of it. We must act. And a systematic discrediting of the UN. UNRWA buildings destroyed. Francesca Albanese accused of being a witch and sanctioned by the US. And what's proposed in place of the UN? The Gaza Board of Peace, headed by Donald Trump, $1 billion to join. Zero Palestinian representation, yet Putin has a seat, as does the presidential son-in-law and Netanyahu. With a founding charter that doesn't mention Gaza, the UK must not give this vanity project any credence. Hear, hear. Extremist Israeli ministers have been sanctioned and 30 arms licences suspended, but as the facts worsen on the ground, we must ramp up. We must support real peace efforts, as opposed to the grubby real estate deals devoid of international law that bypass Palestinians. And in Qatar, even the ceasefire negotiators were bombed. Of course, Hamas's acts of October the 7th must be condemned, but Netanyahu's war cabinet since have way gone beyond self-defence. Starvation and the erasure of the international presence to gather evidence of what might or might not be a genocide must raise alarm bells and require urgent action to be on the right side of history. So no to the Board of Peace, a toughened sanctions package and arms embargo, a full ban on trade in settlement goods, and not just the present situation where it's tariff reductions.
Susan Murray.